Here are the top 15 anchor management book that you can read in the year 2022. Hey friends, Dr. Bhav here and welcome all to another video. And if you're new, I'm a general practitioner based in India and I make videos based on medicine, learning and life hacks. So if you want to see content based on this, consider subscribing to this channel. So first book is Rage, a step-by-step guide to overcoming explosive anger. So this book is written by one of my favorite authors, Ronald Potter Efron, and he is emphasizing this book towards the people with IED, that is intermittent explosive disorder. Also, Ronald wants us to know that there are people with this condition and you're not alone. So, with this book, it's a step by step guide to handle your anger. Book number two is Cow in the Parking Lot by Susan and Leonard Sheff. So, you might be wondering, what is the cow doing in an anger management book? Well, suppose you're in a market and you're looking for a parking space. So, when you find a space and when you're going to park, suddenly some other car comes over and takes over the place. So, what will you feel? You'll feel like you've been frustrated, you're so much angry, and you just want to let it out, right? So instead of this car driver, think a cow is replacing its place. So when you're going to park, the cow is already settled down in the parking lot. So this is one of the lines from the book. To live is to embrace each moment as if it were the first, last, and all moments of time. The Cow in the Parking Lot. Book number three, Anger Management for Dummies by Charles H. Eliot. So this book is having the main strategies for helping you turn down your anger mindset. So the book comes with different scenarios. So be it you're in a road rage or in a market or an office, anywhere, or also dealing with children or teenagers, this book helps in de-escalating your anger and also the mindset of other people who you're dealing with. So book number four is Beyond Anger by Thomas J. Harvin. So according to this book, men generally have more anger issues than women. So when they get angry, along with their emotions, they might also involve their physical nature to it and make it a whole disastrous scene. So this book gives us an in-depth feature of finding out the root cause, what is making us angry, and also making the person into better human beings, partners, parents, and bosses. So a line from the book says, as long as men still hold much of the social and economic power, which, right or wrong, they still seem to do, it's the men with anger problems who cause troubles for everyone else. Beyond Anger. Book number five, Why Does He Do That? Inside the Minds of Angry and Controlling Men. So women who finds themselves angry, being in an abusive relationship, they might try even to rationalize their partner's anger issues or even blame themselves because of their anger problems. So if you watched my previous video, you will know this style of anger is called anger turned inwards. So here's a line from the book. Abusers drive wedges between people by accident or by design. Why does he do that? Book number six is Anger, Wisdom for Cooling the Flames. So this is an eye-opening book by a Buddhist monk and a Vietnam refugee. So he himself being a nominee for Nobel Peace Prize, he has involved and written this book with his Buddhist wisdom. So compared to the other expert anger management books, which focuses on the streamlined methods to control your anger, here the author focuses on the personal inner peace and the connection to it with the surrounding people around you. So a line from the book says, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. Anger. Wisdom of Cooling the Flames. Book number seven, The Surprising Purpose of Anger by Marshall B. Rosenberg. So yet another book on anger management, and the author focuses on the non-violent process, where he helps us convert and transform the anger that we have into purposes in life. So a line from the book says, every criticism, judgment, diagnosis, and expression of anger is the tragic expression of an unmet need. The surprising purpose of anger. Book number eight, What Do You Do When Your Temper Flares? A Kid's Guide to Overcoming Problems. This very human emotion is present in us since the day we are born and through the stages of our lives. And it's not the same how adults react to anger compared to that of kids. So they have their different way, and it's important to have a tailored approach to dealing their perspective of anger. So a line from the book says, plan the right words when their behavior is wrong, so that your behavior remains right. What to do when your temper flares. Book number 9, Letting Go of Your Anger by Ronald Potter Efron. So in this, the author mentions about all the anger styles that are present. So be it shame-based anger, anger turned inwards, or chronic anger, etc., etc. Everything is there in this book. And speaking of anger styles, if you haven't seen my previous video, do check it out and take the quiz and find out your anger style. I'll also be mentioning the video in the card above, so feel free to check it out. Book number 10, Anger, Taming a Powerful Emotion. So this book helps in converting the anger energy to self-acceptance energy. Also with this book, we can have a clear picture to make a difference between justified anger and anger as a habit. So this is a line from the book. I'm amazed by how many individuals mess up every new day with yesterday. Anger, Taming a Powerful Emotion. Book number 11, Anger, a Misunderstood Emotion by Carol Tavares. So just like anger as an emotion has a good side and a bad side to it, this book focuses more on the bright side, which is the good things about anger, and also giving an insight about all the daily life examples where people deal with anger and how not to do it. A line from the book says, Depression is not anger turned inwards. If anything, anger is depression turned outward. Follow the trail of anger inward, and there you will find the small, still voice of pain. Carol Tavares. Book number 12, Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. So if you put yourself in a stressful situation, you have two choices to deal with it, right? So either you can be in the most rude way or be angry and turn it out to be in a negative output, or you can be it nice way and talk to them and make them understand and show a positive output. So a line from the book says, there is no separation of mind and emotions. Emotions, thinking, and learning is all linked. Eric Jensen. Book number 13, The Anger Trap. Free yourself from the frustrations that sabotage your life. So with this book, you can get to know how to get comfortable with your anger by putting a leash on it. And also, the traps that anger plants in your mind to keep you hostage. So a line from the book says, humble people are dignified, not because they believe their behavior can be an effective tool to control others, but because they have made dignity a part of their character. Book number 14, Healing the Angry Brain by Ronald Potter Efron. So yet another book from my favorite author when it comes to anger management. And here he gives an insight about all the triggers that can make you angry and how to deal with it. So if your thoughts are filled with anger and negative emotions, so your body turns like a collision and it hurts to be angry. So a line from the book says, some people just need to read and think, to spend time alone sorting through the stories in their heads. Ronald Potter Efron. Now coming to the last book by Harriet Lerner. So anger being a difficult emotion, with the help of this bestseller, you can find out what is that root cause, all the triggering factors, and also help to reduce your thoughts of being angry and handling situations in the right way. So these are all the 15 books that you can read about anger management, and also I'll be providing the links to buy them from Amazon in the description box below. So if you like this video and if you found something interesting, do show your love and support as always, and consider subscribing to this channel as more are coming on the way. So until next time, you guys take care, stay safe. This is Dr. Bob signing out. So in this book, you know the traps that anger plants in your brain, mind. The traps that anger plants in your mind